parking here at Epcot today. What's going on in the Loop, fans? It's Drew here, and we are at Epcot. Get a little construction update going on here. We'll check out Ratatouille, Guardians of the Galaxy, talk about some rumors and some new news out of Epcot, and see what other trouble we can get into here today. Alright, here we are over at the Guardians of the Galaxy ride, and a lot of deconstruction has taken place for the Universe of Energy. So we don't have that little like statue-like thingy that was right here before, the Universe of Energy logo. Obviously all of the tile is now gone, the mirrored mosaic tile. Now you can see right into the building. It is gutted. It's a huge hole in there, and there's nothing really going on. Now this is going to be the pre-show and queue and the load area for the ride. So that is all what's going to be creating there. You can see the big show building right there, kind of popped away in the corner. You can see how well it's hidden. It's actually hidden pretty impressively from this angle, if I say so. It's a little zoomed in shot of what's going on in here. It's nice and gutted, that's for sure. It actually looks really crazy from afar. It's like half a building's missing. Alright, here we are on the monorail, which gives you a pretty good view of the Ellen's Energy Adventure Guardians of the Galaxy construction.
Coming up behind Spaceship Earth is Innovations. Inside this hands-on area, you can explore and interact with the ever-changing technologies and products for everyday living in the near future.
Zooming in through the trees here, you get a view of the show building next to the old Energy Pavilion show building. Right there. There is Guardians from across the water. You can see how much taller it is than Test Track. And man, check out this staircase. I would be exhausted running up that. Hopefully that doesn't involve any sort of evac platform or anything. It looks like they also have an elevator there. But man, that would be so tiring to run up or even walk up. God, I'm just out of breath thinking about that. Big staircase. That's the building. I'm curious how it's going to look from this angle with Test Track right there, because Test Track is so like mirrored and tiled. I'm really kind of hoping it also gets that mirrored image so it sort of blends into Test Track. But I guess we should see how it's going to look on the horizon next to Test Track and Spaceship Earth. There is an amazing shot of the show building from the monorail ramp. You can see the big cranes working on it. They're really big. There it is. That is the massive show building. I'm wondering if we're going to see tracks soon, if they're going to get walls up first before the track gets installed. It's supposed to be the world's largest indoor roller coaster. I guess soon we'll find out more of what's going to happen with this Guardians roller coaster. Now this is an interesting development I have yet to see. It's the kind of building that connects the two buildings. So that's your big building. That's your Ellen's Energy Adventure building. And now we've got middle building, probably your launch tunnel or something like that under construction. Definitely got the framework going on there. So plenty of progress going on this coach. That probably won't open until 2021, but easily probably my favorite and most interesting ride that's coming, probably because there's so much unknown that I'm not aware of. I gotta worry about alligators and snakes while I take this next shot. And our final look of Guardians of the Galaxy is here from the parking lot. You can see the building is huge. It looks about the same from every other angle that we were talking about, but here's a good shot of with all of the cranes. So you get a lot of good imagery there of seeing exactly how large this building is. And now let's move on into the park and see what else we can find. Across the pond here we can see a new development as the Ratatouille building is now painted green. So it's now a solid building painted go away green, so that way these few trees here blended in so you can't see it. Now, kind of poor Morocco. If you notice, a Tower of Terror back here is painted and sort of themed to fit into the back of the Moroccan pavilion. And now the France Ratatouille ride is just kind of there in this big boxy form and green and very visual, and kind of from a distance ruins that view. But at the end of the day, I don't think that really matters. I just think it's a kind of an interesting thing that years ago we had to make sure Tower of Terror fit into the skyline, but now here just have the big green box. Then again, I guess this green building isn't any worse than, say, the swan or dolphin sticking up here over France. I guess not. Alright friends, welcome to the back half of the UK Pavilion, which is the potential rumored future site of a Mary Poppins A/B ticket kind of thing. A rumored spinner or merry-go-round from the theme of Mary Poppins to go along with the new release of the new Mary Poppins movie is coming to the UK Pavilion. We'll see. The internet has debated and talked about it. I don't really see either one of them happening personally, but I like this area. It's pretty and stuff. But so I could see a new attraction coming. I don't necessarily know if it's going to be a spinner or a merry-go-round, but it makes sense. Disney seems to want to put IPs on everything. There's not enough rides in Epcot for the kids to do, so something like that might be well. This area is nice. I mean, you could replace this right here with it and either use this as a waiting area or a queue or whatever, and it would still look really good. So I could see that as a definite possibility for some sort of new Mary Poppins ride. I would put this one as plausible. Although I gotta say the merry-go-round makes more sense than the spinner. We'll see. When they riding in umbrellas? I don't know. Who knows? Jim Hill in his latest podcast mentioned how much he loves the architecture of Morocco. However, he didn't mention this guy. On the walls of Instagram, we've got this wall. What does that look like to you? Here in Morocco. Alright friends, let's talk about Illuminations. As you can see, the fire barge is floating out there in the middle of the lagoon. So Illuminations is going away. They announced 2019. This show is going to be replaced by a new nighttime show. Guess we'll see what it is. I think everyone's projecting drones to be used, water screens, and probably characters. People have gone as far as to say it's going to be the greatest show ever, to it's going to make Epcot the worst Disney park ever. So we shall see. I think kind of mixed emotions here. Everyone really likes Illuminations. I, for one, I'm just like, yeah, all right, that's fine. The show's been here forever. Probably 10 years too long at this point. I would say it's time to replace. I think nighttime shows are a good reason to get people to come back to the park. As long as this guy doesn't get laid off, I think we're all good. He seems like he's having a grand old time doing what he's doing. But this lagoon in 2019 will be home to a new nighttime show. We shall see what people think of it. Now open is the bakery back, and the Norwegian Club is still lovely on the menu. This place is much bigger. If you remember the small layout before, it is much bigger. And I am very happy that the Norwegian Club is back. Probably the best sandwich here on Disney property. So excited that that is back. Excited this place is bigger and now open. Of course, everyone's favorite school bread is also here, but you really got to try that Norwegian Club. What we got here on the rumor mill is a new pavilion. It's coming to a World Showcase. It'll be the first new pavilion since all the way over there. Norway got built in 1988. And it seems like the latest rumor is an India pavilion with a Jungle Book e-ticket attraction. It seems like a strange rumor if you ask me. But, you know, there's people that really believe it. So, might be a thing, might not be a thing. Other rumors have been Brazil, a Puerto Rico country, Spain. But somewhere around here, eventually you might see another country. It appears they have broken ground on the new space-themed restaurant coming here in between Mission Space and Test Track. So you got some heavy machinery here and some dirt. Rumors have it that this construction is having troubles because Test Track is creating vibrations because it's too loud and too close. Who knows? But there it is. There's definitely some groundbreaking right there. Some retention pond work as Disney searched the property to build new things and change the retention ponds. Random bonus update here. You can see that now, if you were staying at a Disney Resort over here at the Magic Kingdom, you go to the left, and you go to go up and over the turn or the parking toll booth, and you don't have to go through it anymore. To create more efficiency there, so now if you're going to the Grand Pavilion, temporary Polynesian, everything else is back over here. You go and over this path, rather than going through toll booth. Temporary fencing has gone up over the grassy area, so it looks like Epcot is preparing for Columbus Day weekend and parking cars on the grass. And I gotta admit, like, you get to park all the way up here. That's a sweet spot that probably is not preferred parking just because of the fact that it's on grass. But that would be awesome. As I've just come off the monorail, one thing to note is you come off the monorail and you have to go back through security again. There's no way to get onto the Epcot monorail without already going through the Disney security bubble, but yet when you come off you also have to go through security. So whether you get on the Epcot monorail, take it over to the TTC from Epcot, or if you hop on one of the resort monorails and take it from the TTC, or from the Magic Kingdom, or you take, however you get over there, you are within the bubble in order to get to the TTC to get on the Epcot monorail. There's no way around it. So I don't like that it dumps you outside of the safe zone, but I guess there's no way to do that. So if you take the Epcot monorail, you're going through security again, even though you have already gone through security to get on the monorail. The good news is if you made it through once, all of your illegal things have probably been confiscated, so you won't have that problem. All right, and as we end this video here at Epcot, thank you for watching this update. Guardians is coming along. Ratatouille is really coming along. That one seems like it's going to open first, though no real announcement dates have come out of either one of those. So thanks for watching this video. Like and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at DrewTheIntern, and follow us on Facebook at In the Loop Podcast. Listen to the show. We're on Instagram, Untapped, and all of that other great social media networks. We'll see you on the Midway.